Hi, this morning we are in the kitchen learning all about maple syrup, and this weekend there's an event to teach you how to collect the sap from trees. We're joined this morning with Tom Hissong from Aullwood Audubon Center and Bill Heilman, who is a farmer. You guys are going to teach us the real deal. First of all, is it syrup or syrup? The age-old debate, right?
Yeah, it's either tomato or tomato. I'd probably say syrup. Syrup.
When we buy syrup in the store, it's not really syrup, is it? Maple syrup.
It's actually imitation. There's a lot of corn syrup in it. Mm-hmm. They do put some percentage of actual maple syrup to give it flavoring, but yeah. If you want real maple syrup, you have to go pursue it.
I think we're talking like 2% maple syrup
right.
in those store-bought ones.
Right, exactly right.
All right, Bill, show us what you do. First of all, what kind of tree is best for sugar maple tree?
Yeah,
okay.
There's several different kinds of maple trees, but
okay.
Sugar maple tree is the one you want. And, you know, we have to identify them in the winter without leaves on them, but we have people like Tom who can do that. So.
All right, so how do you proper way to tap a tree?
Okay, well, you take a drill, or this is called a brace and bit, and what you want to do is you drill into the tree through the bark.
Okay.
And you'll get about 1.5 inches in. And so when the tree is there, you tap this. It's called a spile. And this will go into the tree, and it goes about 1.5 inches in.
Okay.
And then the syrup will flow right out of that, and we hang one of those buckets off of it, and
this is an ABC 22 Fox 45 bucket.
Well, yeah, that's actually, right. We actually have a really cool program. It's called our Rent-A-Bucket program.
Oh, okay, cool.
And for $35, individuals, families, or organizations can rent a bucket. They then get a half pint of actual maple syrup. Hopefully it's made at Aullwood.
Right.
And they get their name prominently displayed. We put on here ABC 22 Fox 45. So you guys got your own buckets. And you see the lid on here? This is to keep the deer from drinking all of your sap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it also keeps the snow and rain from getting in there, because Bill has a hard job out in the sugar house. He has to boil the sap.
Yeah.
How long does it take for, it's a slow process, right?
Yeah.
How long does it take for it to actually drip out, and how much do you get?
It's really weather dependent. I mean, you can fill a bucket up if you had good conditions, but then after you collect them, it takes 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup.
Oh my!
And you do that by boiling it. We have an evaporator where you boil the water out until you're left with the syrup.
Which is why you would do, what, hundreds of trees at once to collect a relatively small amount of syrup? Okay, what are these bags for right here?
After the syrup's made, you know, we check. Syrup's not syrup until it's 219 degrees, so we use a thermometer. And then we use a hydrometer, which uses specific gravity. And then the last thing we do after everything checks out of syrup is we filter it through that, just to make sure there's no bark or anything like that.
Sometimes when we filter the syrup, we might get somebody's.
Oh yeah, that's what.
These are Bill's
keys.
keys.
That's why you filter it.
Yeah, that's right. You don't want to drink. You don't want to have maple syrup.
I mean, you filter it because sap is the only ingredient in syrup, not anything else. It's just sap.
Right. So, do you like it better than the store-bought stuff?
Absolutely.
I mean, what's the distinct taste to it? Is it thinner, thicker, what?
You know, anybody who's never tasted real maple syrup has really missed out. It's a thinner. It's not a thick syrup. It's a more thinner. I wouldn't say water-like. It's got a consistency to it, but it's fantastic. Yeah.
What kind of prices are we talking about? I know it's more expensive, but can it be done affordably?
You probably wouldn't want to do it at home.
Okay.
Because you could probably, if you boil it in your kitchen and you got wallpaper, you're probably going to take your wallpaper off with all the steam. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, this is great. Thanks for the demonstration, guys. The Sugarbush walks. This is really cool. It's Saturday and Sunday at 2:30 at the Aullwood Audubon Center in Dayton, and the big pancake brunch is this Sunday. Several seatings. Just call the number on your screen right there, 890-73404 for reservations. Going to be really cool stuff. Of course, we'll have all this information on our website, fox45now.com. Thanks for the demonstration, guys.
Oh, would you like to taste some?
I would. I'm going to taste this while I toss over to Chris Mulcahy.
Okay.
He is also our chief taste tester.
Okay.
So let me give a taste. Chris, I'm going to toss to you.
Not chief meteorologist, chief taste tester, just to clarify.